So, North Face, which is a 2008 German foreign language film. It won Best Cinematography, Best Screenplay, and Best Sound at the German Film Awards in 2008. The plot is this. It's 1936. This is a true story, by the way, so I won't. I feel like I could give away the ending, but I won't. But keep in mind, if you're watching this with anyone who knows history, that they will tell you probably what happens at the end. So it is 1936. It's a rock climbing movie, which we'll get to that in a minute. But it's a German. There's a team of German mountain climbers played by Benno Furman and Florian Lucas, and there's also an Austrian team, and they're racing essentially to the top of the Eiger, the North Face. And the Reich, this is 1936 Germany, or Switzerland, but Germany. They, a lot of propaganda, a lot of enthusiasm to have the Germans climb the first, to be the top of the Eiger. What happens is pretty much a very interesting thriller, I would say, suspense thriller. It is certainly, of all the mountain climbing films I've seen, the best, without a doubt. The cinematography is beautiful. I didn't understand. I mean, I don't understand anything about rock climbing, but through this film, I was able to understand what a python is, what crimpets are, or crumpets, whatever makes them walk in the snow. Pretty much, you get to see how they just dangle by a life, and you'll come out asking questions like, why do Americans go to a gym and do this when there's really no risk? So let's go to the movie with the rock climbing. As I said, I didn't know anything about rock climbing. This film taught me everything, and it didn't feel like it was teaching me anything. I was immediately immersed. There are, I don't know if we can say, there's an avalanche scene. It is not cliched. The best thing about the rock climbing is that you feel the fear. You feel the camera allows itself very closely to these men's faces, the Austrians and the Germans, and you just see the pain and the desire and the chaos. So on the point of the rock climbing scenes, perfectly well executed. Now, with the semi-love interest news reporter, Joanna Wakalek, who's playing Louise Fellner, who is the love interest of Tony Kurz, one of the German climbers, it does seem, the film does pad a little. It'll go to the rock climbing, then go back to her sitting in her fancy hotel with the other reporters. But I mean that's fine. But the love story doesn't get in the way. But after a while, there is a little bit too much padding going on. Where I would have just rather them focus on the climbing. The interesting things about the film are that the time period is set in 1936. So there's Nazis, but it's not it's a historical German film, and the Nazis are not portrayed as vicious, or it's not really about them. It's about a couple of mountain climbers. So I am glad to see that Germany is finally making films about history that happened under the Reich, and they're not covering it up. The second thing on why I think this is a very good pro-white movie is that the men, and this comes up later, but the men in the film are just, in a way, hard-working geniuses, manual labor geniuses. I mean, I couldn't rock climb. These guys know where to pound the I forgot what it's called. The cook. They know everything. So it really does enforce the white people. This is something whites can only do, and it comes up in the movie. Someone asks, "Is this race specific?" And there's actually a joke, which I'm surprised for a German movie, that yes, of course, only whites can do this. So, North Face, which is a 2008 thriller. I liked it, and I think you'll like it. And That's Jett's pro-white movie of the week. Thanks.